Welcome to the Personal Finance Podcast for Doctors with Meena Shriram and Chanda Varma. This podcast aims to simplify all aspects of personal finance and helps you make smart and informed choices about money so that you can live happier and stress-free lives. Today's episode is brought to you by Chanda Varma, who is a financial coach and vice president with the doctor practice at MFA, the only company in India having a dedicated practice for doctors. Over the last 8 years, Chanda Varma has interacted with more than 3,000 doctors and has been a speaker at medical conferences and conducted many financial literacy webinars for doctors. Needless to say, she understands the finermost nuances of a doctor's financial life. Do listen to this episode. And now, over to Chanda.
Hi. Today I'm in conversation with one of the topmost, respected, loved and highly experienced urologists in India, Dr. Anil Bradoo. Dr. Bradoo and his wife, Dr. Renuka, who is an ENT specialist at Sion Hospital, are not only my dear clients but also my mentors. I'm really thankful to them as they share today their story about their financial life, because they believe that the real life money stories help others to reflect on themselves and learn how they can be better when it comes to managing their hard-earned money. So Dr. Bradoo, tell us, how has your journey, your relationship with money been? What are your values about money?
Medical professional has its own glamour. Yes, everyone has to work hard and it takes a lot of time. And the last thing which comes in our hands is money, because we never taught to practice medicine or learn medicine with the idea of money. So we experience money only very, very later on when we are established ourselves as doctors and we are successful in our practice.
As a doctor, you may have faced a lot of challenges when it came to money matters, on how to take decisions, etc. How was that?
So the only formal education about money matters I had was actually advice from my father. And my father told me, look son, don't think too much about money. Money will come and money will go. It will not stay with you. As long as you make good use of the money and you do not waste money, you are safe. So I really never thought much about money. So of course, our attitude towards money was good in the way that we knew that we shouldn't be spending much. But knowledge about how to save or how to make sure that your money is well managed was also not there, lacking in a very big way.
So we meet a lot of doctors and we get varied responses from them when we ask them about money management. Some say, well, we've been doing savings, we've done investments, I think we are sorted. While there are some others who may admit to some mistakes that may have been. As an experienced doctor couple, how did you guys go about thinking about managing your money and your investments? Were there any mistakes made? What did you learn from them?
So, in my relationship in finance management, the only exposure I had with is a recommendation made by some friend's financial advisor or someone in the banking, working in our bank, who also dwelled with the financial management, or sometimes a relative of some friend who says that he also does a little bit of insurance, also does a little bit of stocks, or he could help you in management. But there is where the catch is. The catch is continuity. When a patient trusts the doctor or a doctor trusts everyone around him, he feels that he has given a commitment. But my association with people who got in touch with me with regarding finance was that they did the job for a year or two and then they moved their jobs and then they had nothing to do with me. And the parent company or the parent financial organization had nothing to do with me except for some paperwork. And that led to complete mistrust, loss of faith.
Having met so many doctors, they always ask us, how are we different? I want to know, what did you find different about us? What made you change your mind?
It was much later when I was, let me be honest, about 48 years of age. that I met a young lad and a charming young lady, and both of them wanted to talk to me about financial advice. And because I had this great experience before me, I already had this parda in front of me. I said, you can say what you want, but yahan to kuch jane wala nahi, and I'm not going to say yes to anything. I couldn't say no to meeting them. I spoke to them because I'd given them that time. I heard them out, and at the end, I told them, well, whatever you may say, end of the day, you're not going to be where you are today. I am still going to be where I am today. And you will not be there to answer any of my questions after 1 year or 2 years. And then I'll be facing some another person altogether. So this exercise of meeting and trying to understand that how financial management could be done in a trustworthy manner, in a very efficient manner, in a transparent manner, in a very well-informed manner, took me more than 14 to 16 months. I felt, well, look, they are so persistent. They seem to be so sincere. I am the only one who's now not having any more questions to ask. And therefore, I told them, well, I'm willing to try for a limited amount, for a limited time, and see how this relationship works. So this is how my journey with MFA began. And once it began, I honestly have never had to think or burden myself with not being comfortable with this relationship.
So, Dr. Bradoo, a lot of learnings, some mistakes, and I think a lot of value add that you've seen for your family. How would you summarize the value that you've seen in the process that you followed with MFA?
My experience with MFA has benefited me because all these goals, which I finally thought of at the age of 48 and 49, I was able to keep track of, I was able to manage, I have been able to realize, and I'm confident that in the next 5 and 10 years, inshallah, if everything goes well, these goals, which I look forward to, will be met with complete satisfaction. Even my retirement plan, that is if I do retire, can take care of that time.
So at the end of it all, a lot of thoughts that you have put out here. What is the message that you would like to give to the colleagues who are listening into you right now?
End of the day, I feel contented that if my family, if my children, if my wife need to sort out some problems, they have MFA to contact, and that the buck doesn't stop with me alone. So MFA is in every way a part of our family.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bradoo. Hope those who are listening in find something of value to them. Be safe, take care, and God bless.
You were listening to the Personal Finance Podcast for Doctors with Meena Shriram and Chanda Varma. If you find this podcast relevant and interesting, do share it with other doctors as well. It will be great if you leave a review, share, like and subscribe. You could also let us know if there is any specific topic that you would like us to cover. For any queries or help, you can get in touch with MFA's Doctor Practice Team at 892-800-6140.